What's up, guys? Welcome to the Full Swing Podcast. I'm Dustyn Stortzum. It says Full Swing, but I'm actually Dustyn Stortzum.
Thinks he's the hot shot.
No.
He's the big guy.
I tried making an account on Zoom for the Full Swing, and it messed up. Anyways, we got Noah Wilcox.
Sup, mother truckers.
We have Luke Jacobson laughing down here. Luke,
They call me Poppy.
we have Landen Scheffler.
What's up, mother truckers?
And finally, our fifth is here. Sam Knoll joins us.
What's up? I just want to bow with my bros.
And bow my best.
Bow with my bros.
No, guys, I actually meant that hello to only mothers that are truck drivers.
That is facts.
Mother
That is
truck
facts.
drivers. Everyone else that was
Shameless.
everyone else.
Shout out
Bob.
to all the moms out there.
Bob off of Shameless. She's a mother trucker.
Anyways, guys,
dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
a couple updates for you guys. We have launched all of our social media pages. I believe all of them are out now. We have set up the Twitter, the Instagram, and the Facebook page. So make sure you guys go give us a follow. It's at Full Swing Sports. At Full Swing Sports. We are going to be the next Barstool, 100%. Like the better.
But we gotta keep it clean.
That's cliche. We're not the next Barstool. We're the only Full Swing.
Okay. I mean, hey, I like that too.
Yeah, don't throw them under the bus like that, Dustin.
I'm calling them out because then when they make fun of us, then it's publicity.
Yeah, let's go.
True. Well, like LeVar Ball,
That Pat McAfee.
we'll just be like, yo, I can block Aaron Donald. What's up? There you go. That's how you get on Sports Center.
But
Anyways, guys, we don't have an actual topic for our first segment that we usually do that's not sports related. So we're gonna do some Would You Rather. Noah thought this would be a good idea, so I'm gonna let Noah lead the charge tonight for some Would You
All right.
Rathers. Go ahead, buddy.
all right, let's get it on, boys. Y'all ready for this? It's gonna be a good round. I'll just ask a few questions. All right. Would you rather spend the day wearing wet socks or spend the day with popcorn kernels stuck in your teeth?
Popcorn in my teeth. I hate wet clothes. No way. No. Popcorn in my teeth for sure.
Dude, when you're walking around the house or whatever, and all of a sudden you step in a puddle, like a random puddle that you don't even see and your sock gets wet, do you realize how pissed off you get?
I automatically have to change my socks. That sock comes
Exactly.
off as soon as it gets wet.
Like,
Troll.
dude, that would piss me. I mean, I hate popcorn kernels in my teeth, but I can deal with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the wet socks actually.
What the?
Yeah, no, crazy to say, but like I had these pair of shoes before the ones I had now, and they had a hole in them. And I just remember walking to school at Northeast in the snow, and I just have snow in my shoes, dude, and I just got used to it. I was like, whatever. So I'm going to go with the wet shoes because
Bro,
I
yeah.
hate popcorn kernels.
You had to have some stank-ass feet, bro.
Nah, dude, my feet actually
Rank.
smell really good.
Just rank.
Sam,
You want to smell?
I'm gonna have to go with the wet socks too, cause I have stanky feet, right? So I sweat all day long, and so my socks are basically wet. Like at the end of the day, so like I walk in wet socks pretty much all day long.
Name you're out of MHS gang.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Would you rather crap yourself once a year in public or every day in private?
Once a year in public.
Once a year in public.
Bro, it's one time. I mean, yeah, you don't know when it's going to happen.
That
But-
would suck. But every day you had to clean up
Huh.
your pants, your poopy pants all day.
You would literally have to
Just
wear
wear a
diapers
diaper.
every day. Still.
You'd be like one of the people in the nursing home. That would not be fun.
Yeah. I'd poop myself in public.
I'd
I
poop
mean,
myself in
go
public too.
public.
I usually poop
Like-
myself at least once a year in public anyway. You know,
Like,
there's
just 'cause you're
a
in
shaft
public-
that comes out.
Just because you're in public doesn't mean people know. You just gotta like squat walk out of there real quick.
That'd be like the ultimate dad
Squat
thing to
walk.
do. Like poop yourself as you're dropping like your kids off for school or something like that. Ultimate dad thing to do.
What?
What? Did your dad poop himself while dropping you up at school?
One time. No, I'm just joking.
No, but like, I mean, swamp ass is the equivalent of basically shitting your pants anyways, right? With how bad that
No.
shit smells. Like,
You
what?
have to wear a diaper. Like underwear would just be useless to you at that point.
No, bro, swamp ass is when your ass sweats. Like,
I know, but then you fart,
constantly.
and then it just all
You got that butt juice in there, man.
Yeah.
Get the butt juice.
That butt juice. I got that butt juice. I got that butt
Butt
juice.
juice. I got
All right,
that.
what's
butt
up?
juice.
What's next?
Would you rather pole dance naked for your parents or
Ooh.
make out with them?
Oh, what?
That's not even hard. I'm gonna
Horrible one.
dance for my parents. I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, no.
sorry. My bad. My
I'm gonna
bad.
work what my mom
Throw
gave me,
dollar bills on me, my guy. Like I'm not. What?
bro. I'm gonna work what my mom gave me, bro. I am not kissing my parents.
I'm gonna get my rent back. I'm gonna get that rent money back.
Yeah, I would say dance naked in front of my parents for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely dance naked too.
I mean,
What's
they've
the
already
reason,
they've
Sam?
already seen me naked. Like I came out naked, and they were like, "Hey, what's up?" They're like, "We
So
love you." and
awkward.
I agree.
Okay.
Would you rather be a feminine man or a masculine woman?
I feel like I'm already a pretty feminine man. So I think
So
let's
like,
keep it
so
feminine.
by feminine man, you mean that GameStop video? It's ma'am.
Oh, is it like that?
That would be a masculine woman, yes.
That was not a
Well,
woman.
wasn't she like a transgender though?
Yeah, definitely.
It was
Okay,
a
well,
he.
Let's not get into like
Yeah, I
all
agree.
these different things.
I agree.
So you're either a feminine man or a masculine woman.
So like you're
How feminine
flamboyant.
is feminine for feminine men?
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's
Like
just what
you,
the
like,
question
paint your
said.
nails
It
and your
didn't-
makeup
it
and
didn't
stuff?
give me a scale.
Don't put just whatever you think it is.
Like I really don't know what.
I mean, if I'm like a masculine woman, I'll probably be super good at basketball. Be like in WNBA or something. Just ball up.
Yeah, if I'm a masculine woman, I'm definitely getting strong as heck, or whatever, and then I'm going to the Olympics. That's what I do.
I bet every girl in the WNBA could beat me up right now. Guaranteed.
I wouldn't argue.
Dude, Bailey Griner could dunk on you. Brittany Griner.
Bailey, what's her name? What's her
Brittany
name?
Griner.
Marcus.
Brittany Griner
She doesn't
would
1v1.
punch me out in one. She'd knock me out in one punch for sure.
Honestly, I'd rather be a feminine woman because if you're like a
A feminine man.
masculine woman.
Oh, okay. That's what. Okay. Cool.
Because if you're a masculine man, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get made fun of a lot, and like you won't be able to back it up.
For me, it depends like how far is feminine.
Yeah.
Right.
Next one. What's up?
All right. Here's the last one. This one's kind of gross.
Oh.
Would you rather lick someone's armpit or have someone else lick your armpit?
Have somebody
Have
else.
someone else lick
Yeah.
my armpit.
That wasn't even hard.
Really?
Another
All
one.
right. I'll find another one.
Get out of here. Joel.
Why'd you say
All right, last
really?
one,
Would
last
you lick
one.
someone's armpit?
I don't know. I feel like that'd feel weird. Just have somebody lick my arm.
If it was,
I'd rather have somebody lick
I
it.
guess, but I'm not gonna lick someone else's armpit. Do I get to pick the armpit?
yeah, I was gonna say if I got to pick like maybe my girlfriend's right after she like shaved it and got out of the shower, like maybe. Like if I was forced to,
I'd feel bad for whoever has to lick my armpit. Like I got hairy armpits, bro. Like
Dude.
he's a tongue full of hair. Like that's messed up.
That's on them.
Yeah, that's on them for being a part of this.
Okay. Here's the last one. Would you rather eat chocolate flavored shit or shit flavored
Oh.
chocolate?
Oh man.
I would rather eat shit.
How
flavored
much?
chocolate, 'cause
How
that
much
melts
of both?
chocolate.
I
Like,
don't
is it-
know.
Well,
It-
because that's important. If it's just like if it's a little bit of
Wait, it's chocolate flavored shit? Is that right?
you'd have
It's
to mute all this,
chocolate
Dustin.
flavored it.
what'd you say?
Oh, you have to mute every time we say shit.
No.
All right, bet. So is the shit like that big? Because if it's chocolate flavored, I'll just fucking
A chocolate bar, like a Hershey's bar.
a whole bar.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god, that'd be so hard.
Okay. Hear me out. I definitely eat the shit flavored chocolate. Think about this though. It's like it's
chocolate.
shit. It's like chocolate. So you're basically eating a Hershey bar. You just have to get over the fact
That it tastes like shit.
that it's shit
Crunch it
because
down real quick.
it tastes like chocolate.
But you're literally eating
Isn't that the thing, Noah? Because it's supposed to taste like chocolate, not like shit, right?
But you're
No,
still
the
eating
shit
someone's
tastes like
shit.
chocolate, and the chocolate tastes like shit.
Yeah, the shit tastes like chocolate.
Yeah. So which one would you do?
Yeah, I do the shit that tastes like chocolate.
No.
Yes.
You just said you'd take the chocolate that tastes like shit.
No.
Look at this dude.
I said the shit that tastes like chocolate.
Bro, I would definitely rather take the chocolate that tastes like shit because I know that I'm not eating shit.
Oh my god. I don't
Oh,
even
I
know.
never even thought about that.
Dude, I don't even know.
'Cause you're gonna like be thinking
No.
subconsciously like, bro, I'm literally about to eat something that came out of someone's
Okay, okay.
Guys, this
Would I
kinda
get
be
okay? Would I
relevant.
still get all the diseases that come with the shit that I'm about ready to eat?
Is it mine?
Well, are you vaccinated?
I get my shit
Eat your own
vaccine pretty much every year. So yeah,
Landon,
it comes
you
along
eat
with the
your own
flu
shit.
shot, right?
What?
Bro,
Landon asked if it was his shit.
Yeah, whose is it?
it's somebody randoms.
Some
Oh,
random
no.
person?
God.
Some
I gotta eat
homeless
this
guy
chocolate.
that
It's like a dog.
Tastes like
it's some homeless guy that just ate El Rodeo.
Oh,
Why are you making it so much easier?
That'd be like a chocolate lava thingy. That wouldn't even be like
Oh my god.
hard,
All right, we gotta
bro.
move on. We gotta move
Oh
on
my
from here. We gotta pack up our bags, load them in the wagon. We
All
gotta
right. You guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Let's move
go.
on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
move
guys. Well, as we all know, the Super Bowl just happened, and
No,
Yeah.
it didn't. No, it didn't. That was the worst Super Bowl ever.
That was a punting
I
clinic.
don't think it was the worst.
Yeah,
I don't
Pat
think we've been
McAfee
alive
won
to see
money off
worse
of it.
Super Bowls than that.
I can name one, for example, the Super
What's that?
Bowl where the Seahawks beat up on the Broncos. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, but there was a lot of scoring in that game.
Yeah, there was, but like,
I kind of agree with Dustin about that. I'd rather see yesterday's game than a blowout.
What about when the Steelers beat the Seahawks?
that was a long
I don't
time.
even know. I
Yeah,
don't.
that was
I
eight.
didn't watch
in
that.
05, that
Yeah, Dustin,
game was
sit down,
close,
boy.
though.
Seven.
No,
That game was
was it?
close, though.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that game
it
was close, wasn't it?
It was
Let me look it
close,
up.
sir.
Yeah, it was close.
I'd rather see yesterday's game than just a blowout for sure. Because then it's like no point in watching. Once the team's up 45-3, it's like all right, cool.
Yeah,
On-
that's a good
on to
point.
the next
That's a
game.
good point.
Well, like this one, it was like 3-3 going into the fourth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like you don't know who's gonna win that game. Like Jared Goff could have threw it 70 yards. He almost threw a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. He was like super close, and then that great defensive play by that Patriots
Brandon
corner.
Cooks, who used to play for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, it was a 21-10 win.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought that game, I thought it was relatively close.
Yeah, the Seahawks kind of got gypped in that game, if I remember.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Steelers.
there
It
was
like
some
5, but like
Seahawks got gypped in the game.
there was some. I know things that some people thought it was rigged and whatnot. So
And I
there
sure
were a
wasn't.
couple of calls. I remember watching it or something about it.
Wacky Wednesday, you two repping. Do you guys see the same thing I'm seeing? Is Noah and I's cameras on the top for you guys, or no?
Yeah.
No, for me and Dustin are on the top. Noah and Luke are in the middle, and Sam's on the bottom.
Oh, you're on the bottom for me, buddy. You're a bottom.
The way mine is Dustin, you're on the top left, Noah top right, I'm in the top middle, and then Sam and Landon are on the bottom.
Oh,
Whoa, this is even weirder.
wow. Anyways, so yeah, so people were talking about, is the Super Bowl boring? Is it not? I personally didn't think it was boring. I looked at it from the view of Bill Belichick was playing chess and Sean McVay was playing checkers. And I think this kind of just proves how good of a coach Bill Belichick really is.
I mean, I love defense, but the way the defense is played in this game is like nothing exciting happened. And that's what you need to do. Like, I mean, they can't always make exciting things happen, but like there's a interception by Brady on the very first drive, and then nothing else really happened besides like fourth down or third down stops and punts. Like, I love a great defensive game, defensive strategy, but if you're going to keep viewers like involved, there's going to have to be like interceptions, fumbles, big hits, some stuff like that. And there's nothing in there that really that really kept people watching. And the halftime show sucked. I'm still mad about that.
I'm super
It did.
bad. Super bad. I don't know. I think you can still – here's how I look at it. I can look at the game and appreciate that it was a great defensive battle, and both coaches kind of went at it. Belichick came up on top. That sentence. But still realize that this was a boring game to watch. Like, I appreciate the great defense. I appreciate the coaching battle, but it was still super boring. Like, unless you were cheering for the Patriots or Rams, like, you didn't care about this game. I wanted the Rams to win because I bet $5 on them. That's all I had.
I like the I honestly used to like the Rams when I was really little. If you guys don't believe me, I can get the picture.
Bet. We'll get it right now.
Right now. Drive to Neely. Right
Go
now.
get the picture.
I'll snap my mom
and
real quick.
show
I
us the
think she has a
picture.
picture.
You know, Landon, you're not very good with bets. Sorry to interrupt you, Sam. but you're not
No,
very good.
dude,
You're-
I lost every single round. Every single round of the playoffs.
Landon,
I
you
bet-
literally
I
Landon,
bet on the Seahawks. They lost to the Cowboys. I bet on the Chargers. They lost to the Patriots. I bet on the Saints. They lost to the Rams. And then I bet on the Rams. They lost to the Patriots.
And you bet on the Huskers and they lost.
I did do that, didn't
Oh
I?
my God, are we really throwing it back?
Anyways, Sam, go ahead, man. What are
Okay,
your
I
thoughts?
guess the way I'm thinking about it, you know how Luke was like, I don't know, he was talking about like to keep viewers going. The Super Bowl, I guess, is like the one time of the year where like non-football fans watch football. So like I guess Luke has a good point, but like Landon was saying, like if you're a true football fan, you see how good of a game that was, because like
defensively,
there's a lot of good defense, and it was just kind of like you were saying, Dustyn, like it was just like playing chess like the whole game. I guess it's kind of if you really want to think about it like that.
So can I ask this question? If the Saints didn't get fucked over with that pass interference, would have that been a different game?
I don't know. I think so. I think Drew Brees and Sean Payton would have done a better job adjusting than Jared Goff and Sean McVay.
Goff got out coached, plain and simple.
But Patriots defense, the final two games,
or not
was
Goff.
unbelievable. The fact that they shut out the Chiefs and the Rams in a whole half of football is crazy. It's unbelievable the fact that Patriots defense did that. So I don't know if the Saints would have been able to put up a lot of numbers, but
yeah,
it's
to
possible.
me, it wouldn't have been as like it would have been a little more high scoring because the Saints didn't have the best defense, did they? Because like they lost a couple of their defensive linemen and stuff like that. So it would have been a little bit different contest. And like you were saying, like I think it'd be different because Drew Brees and Sean Payton both have won a Super Bowl. Sean Payton is a great coach. Like he knew what Belichick was going to throw at him with his defense because Belichick, is probably one of the greatest defensive minds in the NFL.
Yeah, honestly, like I want to correct myself. I say Goff got out coached. It was Sean McVay got out coached by Belichick. That was plain and simple. But like I honestly think Sean Payton would have matched up way better with Belichick than what McVay did.
Yeah, you know, the one thing that a lot of people haven't looked at is like the time of possession that the Patriots had. In the AFC Championship game, the Patriots ran 2 times as many plays on offense as the Chiefs did. They run 94 plays on offense. That is unheard of.
That's where you get the coaching and the fact that Tom Brady's on the team. They knew the only way for them to win that game was just don't give Patrick Mahomes the ball.
Right.
They were like, don't put the ball in his hands, and he can't beat us. He can't beat us if he's on the sideline. So they were just like, we're going to take our time. We're going to keep the ball. And that's how they won. And then when they won that coin toss, as soon as it was Patriots ball, like it was over.
That's done. What I think needs to be changed in the NFL, though, is they need to kind of go to like a NCAA overtime kind of rule. They both get a shot at the 25, or actually it would be farther back. I'd say the 50 for the NFL. But like they both get a shot from the 50, and if they neither scores on that drive, they go to double. But on like the way that the NFL set up, I just don't agree with their overtime rules.
I kind of like it better this way. Oh, sorry, Sam. What were you gonna say?
Well, because that happened in the Super Bowl too, when the Patriots were coming back against the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, the Falcons hadn't scored in I don't know how many minutes, but like the Patriots won that coin toss, and like everyone knew, like, okay, this game's over. Like Brady's gonna drive down and score right away. Like, so I don't know. I guess this coming from a Chiefs fan, I wish the Chiefs would have had a shot because I think Patrick Mahomes could have made something happen. But at the same time, I do like the rule because it's like this is putting pressure on both the offense and the defense at the same time. Like your defense needs to like get your offense back on the field if you want to win the contest. So like they have to make a play.
That's what I was gonna say, because if you change it to both teams to get a chance to score, then your defense is kind of irrelevant. Like if they get the stop, cool. If they don't, then like your offense better score. But this way, if you start out on defense, it's on your pro level defense to stop. It's not like they get it at the 25. Like it's a kickoff, and they have to do like the whole field down. If your defense can't stop them, then that's on your defense why you lost the game.
Because if they kick a field goal on that first drive, that doesn't win
Yeah,
the
they
game,
get the
right?
ball.
No,
They get the ball
no, I
back.
know that. It's just the whole reason, like, they can still end, like, not in the postseason, in the regular season, they can still end in ties.
Yeah,
And
that's kinda lame.
that can mess up your seeding in the playoffs. It's just I like the college football overtime setup better.
I don't think it should be allowed to end in ties. I think they should go till someone wins.
Yeah.
But I think first touchdown wins, like your defense has to step up in overtime.
Yeah.
Right. Would we even be having this question if the Patriots lost
I
to the
don't
Chiefs
know.
in
I
overtime?
certainly
Would we
would.
have
I'm a
this
Chiefs
question?
fan.
I
I'm
don't
a
know
Chiefs
because
fan, so I
the
wouldn't say
Saints
anything.
the Saints lost to the Rams too, and a lot of people were talking about that blown call or whatever, like it wouldn't even win into overtime. Did the Rams win that coin toss?
No, because
No.
Breeze threw
Breeze
the
got
interception.
smoked as he threw the ball.
Yeah.
Threw a pick.
Rams picked
Rams
it
kicked
off,
the field goal?
and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lincoln Pius, the 10th native,
Greg the leg.
UNO native, because Callahan didn't recruit him, kicks a 57-yarder to send him there.
There's actually an interesting story on that kid. He told Callahan, said, "I'm a better kicker than Alex Henry," and they're like, "No, you're not." And so he
Oh.
went and kicked at UNO, and he literally put dents in the UNO scoreboard. That's how strong of a kicker he is. Like the dude was just insane.
And
But
then, you know,
anyways,
yeah. Yeah, dude.
Let's go. What a guy,
So
Greg. the
okay,
Leg.
so let me ask this question. So Nebraska's playing Colorado in that game. Alex Henry made that like 57-yarder.
Yep.
was it long? Was it
If
60?
we had
It's
Greg
57.
Oleg instead of Alex Henry, does that moment happen? Does that moment happen?
If we have what?
If we have Greg, if we have
So we
Greg
can really
Zerline
deep into
instead
this.
of Alex Henry,
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I would think it would.
What's his name? Greg? Craig?
Greg
Greg.
Zerline.
Well,
Greg
one of
the
them
leg.
is in the NFL right now, and one of them isn't.
Yeah,
Alex
I
Henry's
would
for
think
the
it still
Eagles.
happened too.
He
But
was on
with-
the Eagles. He's not the kicker for the Eagles now.
Yeah, I don't think Henry's in that.
With all the
Yeah,
with
no,
all
he's
the
not the kicker now.
momentum
Hmm.
that Nebraska had at the time of that field goal, I bet it happens.
Yeah,
I
I
cause
think
Alex
it
Henry-
happens too. I mean,
Alex
Greg.
Henry was a phenomenal college kicker.
Oh,
but
yeah. Once he got to the NFL, his accuracy just went straight downhill. It
This other
got
dude's
bad.
just a
That happens to a
better
lot of
throw.
kickers.
Was Henry a walk-on too, or did he get a scholarship?
I think he was a
I don't know.
walk-on.
I thought he was a walk-on because I thought that kick there was the three main people, the long snapper, the holder, and the kicker were all walk-ons, and that was kind
That's
of
pretty cool.
interesting.
I'm not sure on that one. You might be right.
Yeah, Henry wasn't from Nebraska though, was he?
I don't know that either.
Too many questions.
Too many questions, not
that
enough
I'm not
answers.
prepared for.
Yes, Sam. I couldn't do my research.
Kind of got off topic there, but it was a good discussion, boys.
No, it really was. No, he's from Omaha,
He's from
Nebraska.
Omaha Burke, yeah.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, anyways, if you guys want to, we can switch on over to the NBA where trade rumors and everything going down between the Lakers and the Pelicans. As everybody knows, the Lakers are kind of they're playing some not very good basketball right now, and they're looking for a trade to pick up maybe
Got
another superstar.
smoked by the Pacers.
Yeah, they did tonight. They got smoked. But they're looking to
That was
pick up
good to see.
Anthony Davis from the Pelicans, and they are willing to throw the whole core of their system at the Pelicans in order to get this guy. And the Pelicans aren't biting, guys. The Lakers have offered Lance Stevenson, Michael Beasley, Kuzma, Lonzo, Rondo. Who am I forgetting? Anyone?
2
first
first-round draft picks.
And they were going to take on Solomon Hill's contract. They weren't going to take Solomon Hill, but they were like, hey, we'll pay the rest of his contract off for you guys.
They honestly are about to trade half the team for him.
Right.
They're
And
about to, like,
it's worth it.
sell out.
So my question is, should the Pelicans accept that trade? I'll swing it around to you guys.
I mean, honestly, how many players are on an NBA roster at a time?
What do you get, 14?
Yeah, 14 or 16, something like that.
And how many are they trying to trade to the Pelicans right now? Like 7 or 8?
Kuzma,
Yeah.
Ingram.
I think
I
the
forgot
most
Ingram.
that you can do is like a 3-person. Like you can obviously have more people, but like the most that they're wanting to accept is probably like 3 people.
I
Like,
mean,
if
you have
8 people. You have to like basically redo your whole roster.
Yeah, like you'd have to send people to the G League. You'd have to trade some of them.
Well, you have 14 on the roster, but only 8 or 7 actually play. Like the rest of them just sit there.
Right.
But like, I honestly, I don't know if the Pelicans should take that deal. And I mean, they could take like Kuzma, they could take Ball, and then Rondo. Yeah, I think Rondo.
Wasn't Rondo at the Pelicans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was.
for a while. But yeah, honestly, I think if they take those 3 and then they like take the rest of those players and like trade them to bring in more salary, should bring in like a higher salary cap, or send them down to the G League and wait for them to get better. I mean, who knows? But I know Lamar Ball wants Lonzo to go to Phoenix. So
Yeah.
who knows about this whole
That
deal?
clown.
Whoa.
Just imagine that Western Conference just for like the All-Star game if Anthony Davis goes to the Lakers.
Bruh.
Well,
I mean,
it doesn't
Davis is
matter.
already in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Right. Yeah.
Hello, darkness, mild friend.
Yeet.
No,
All right, I'm back.
for me, I look
Brain
at the
fart.
Lakers and I see some Twitter posts that are saying, "Oh, the Lakers are stupid for wanting to trade all these guys." And to me, it's like you're not going to win an NBA final with Kuzma and Lonzo as your main core guys
No.
surrounding LeBron. You're not going to. So why not trade them off and
Yeah,
get
They
a
should have
guy like
traded
Anthony
for
Davis?
God. I tell you what.
Porzingis, yeah.
I'm kidding.
But anyways, to me, it's I think it's a good trade for both teams because the Pelicans now get to regroup. Julius Randle's on that roster, so basically you put together the old Lakers team almost right there with now Lonzo joining in with Ingram and Kuzma. Plus, you get 2 first-round picks. I don't see why the Pelicans aren't biting on this deal. To be completely honest with you guys,
It's yeah.
Because they're going to get destroyed.
I've been following this kind of closely, listening to some people talk about it. So the Pelicans owner or GM or something, he's kind of on the hot seat right now. And there's a lot of talk about him possibly getting fired very soon or if not this summer. Like if he waits till this summer, he might not be there for the trade. So that's why people think that he might take it. If the Pelicans are smart, though, and that guy gets lucky and somehow gets to keep his job, like I'd wait till the summer. Like that same deal is going to be there in the summer. Plus, you're going to have the Celtics that can bid on it too, and other teams are going to be interested in blah blah blah. This, that.
Yeah.
Like if I were the Pelicans, I would be in no hurry. Like they're not going to win the championship this year. They still have him. I think he's on a year and a half, something like that.
I think
So,
he still has a year after this.
So he won't be a free agent this summer anyway, so they can wait till the summer to trade him. And it's not like that won't be there. Like the reason the Lakers are offering so much is because they know this is like their golden opportunity to get him. Because once it gets to the summer and all these other teams like the Celtics and I don't even know who else would be interested can start bidding into it, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Because right now they're just outbidding themselves. Like wait till the Celtics get in there and they have all their first-round draft picks. They have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, literally, they're just like in a bidding war with themselves right now, and it's kind of getting ridiculous. Like, hey, take Kuzma. Oh, and if you want to take Alonzo Ball. Oh, and if you want to take Rondo back. It's a big mess right now with this whole deal.
If I were the Pelicans, I'd be in no hurry though to make this trade. I'd wait till the summer. Let this dude ball out in New Orleans for a little bit, and then see what you can get for him when you have more teams that can enter the trade. And honestly, as a Boston Celtics fan, I don't even really want AD that much. Like he doesn't want to play there, so we're gonna
ball out though.
Like he doesn't want to play there, so we're gonna get him for like a year, and then he'll dip, and we'll lose all the players
but like
for him.
For New Orleans, what if he doesn't want to ball out?
But if he like just
that was kind of my
what
question.
if he pulls like an Antonio Brown or a Le'Veon Bell?
Well, they can
or like Kawhi Leonard.
They can still trade him for the same stuff. Like they're not going to do anything this year anyway, so it doesn't matter. If he sits the rest of the season, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's my thoughts on this.
It'd honestly be better for them if he sat the rest of the season because that means he won't get hurt. Like if he had like a season-ending injury or something really bad, then they can't trade him for as much.
Sam, you still waiting to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Can I go? Okay. All right. So I don't know. To me, so here's the question I wanna send out to you guys. So Anthony Davis is gonna go join LeBron James. LeBron, as we know, is a team leader, right? Anthony
Yeah.
Davis.
What?
Anthony Davis has kind of had to be a team leader in New Orleans. Do you think he fits into the system? Like, obviously, he's going to kind of fit into that system in Los Angeles, but is it going to be the fact of like he wants the ball all the time? He wants to be the superstar, or is it going to be the fact of like he's going to be like, all right, this is LeBron's team, like kind of like KD did with Steph. Like he showed up, he's like KD was like, all right, I did this leading in Oklahoma City. Steph, this is your team. I'm just here to win rings.
Kind of like with LeBron and Kyrie. When
Yeah. So
LeBron went back
is
to
it is
Cleveland.
this like that situation, or what's it like?
I would say that he would go there and adapt according to this is LeBron's team and he can get me some rings. So I feel like he would follow.
Yeah, I guess the thing, like, why wouldn't you? Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what KD did with Steph too. Like, obviously, Steph is a good player. Obviously, he's not like LeBron, and the fact where like LeBron just knows how to get to the finals. But at the same time, like Steph has a good core around him as well. So like KD kind of took that same approach. But like, why wouldn't you? Like, you have one of the greatest players of all time on your team that knows how to get to the finals. Why wouldn't you adapt? I guess.
Just sit back and learn for a while and like watch like his characteristics, and you can mimic them when he's gone here in like 12 years.
Do you think he would be able – because KD has kind of taken some lesser contracts playing with Steph, because Steph has one of the biggest contracts in the NBA.
It's because he's ring chasing, bro.
Do you think Anthony Davis, at this kind of present time, would he be able to take that shorter pay cut to play with LeBron, like extendedly? Like if he said, I want to play here for the next 10 years or whatever, you think he'd be able to take that pay cut?
Well, I think the thing is if you are able to unload those guys, I think the Lakers have cap space for 2 max contracts. So, and even if Kate or AD was like, yeah, like I want, a long-term deal, 8-9 years, you got to think LeBron's probably only going to be there. Well, he's on a 4-year contract. He's in the first year of a 4-year.
5-6 more years.
Is he going to play outside of this 4-year contract, or is he going to retire? Because then you can backload AD's contract, and so he's not getting paid as much now, but he will once LeBron retires in 4, 5, 6 years. Whenever that time may be. The thing that kind of worries me for the Lakers is who are you going to sign? And I think one obvious answer is Carmelo Anthony. No, I'm serious.
I know.
They have to go with Melo, don't they?
No, they don't.
Bro,
Who else are you going to sign?
Melo's a liability.
He's gonna be a free agent
on defense, bro.
Bro, literally nobody wants him.
Melo's too old now.
You don't think Melo's going to go to the Lakers? None of you guys.
No.
No.
What?
I don't know any team that would want Melo.
Who traded him
The
to the Bulls?
Bulls passed him up.
Yeah.
No, the Bulls just cut him. Like the Bulls don't need him for anything.
All right, so who traded him to the
Bulls?
Bulls? The
Nobody
Rockets.
Nobody needs a 6'8", 6'9" power forward that can shoot mid rangers and not play defense.
You're telling me LeBron would not make Carmelo Anthony better?
No, what would you do with Melo?
Okay,
What would
hear me
Melo
out. You
do?
think they're gonna? Okay,
LeBron doesn't play defense.
I'm gonna
and
put
Melo
out a
doesn't play
name right
defense.
here,
That's
right
two
here.
players
Kawhi
that don't play defense
Leonard.
now.
You think they'll try to go out and get Kawhi? They get AD here. You
Jeez.
got AD. You got LeBron. You traded all those players away. You're gonna go out getting Kawhi.
I can
There's
see that.
Kyrie available.
Kawhi said he wants to play there, and he's going to be a free agent next year.
Jimmy Butler's available. Klay Thompson is also available.
Klay Thompson won't
You might
leave
give
the
up
Lakers.
Kuz, so and then Kemba Walker's also available. Kristaps is available at the end of this year. DeMarcus Cousins. There's a lot of guys besides Melo. I think Melo's washed up.
Well,
I don't think he's not the same player he was.
When I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony, I'm thinking short term, like the rest of this year. Like they pick him up just to fill a roster spot, like just to the end of the year.
I guess.
If they don't get AD, or if they do get AD.
If they do get AD, because there's no need for him if they don't trade for AD.
Because didn't the Houston literally pay the Bulls to take Melo.
Now that they pay, well, no, the Hawks are covering his whole contract basically. The Hawks are paying him like 20. What is it? 24 million.
Jeez.
So
I
the
think-
Hawks will pay that salary. So I guess maybe.
I mean, what does it hurt really? To be honest,
I guess if you pick him up, you pick him up. But like, I wouldn't expect anything big out of Melo. Obviously.
I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. It just seems like it wouldn't happen. I don't know.
I'm gonna
like
save
I
this.
get what you're saying.
I'm saving this right here. And when he gets signed before the deadline, I'm gonna repost this everywhere.
Oh my God. We're gonna
Especially
hear about
for
this
Noah's
the next 3
reactions, his facial
I mean,
reactions.
Yeah, if he gets signed, he gets signed. But like I said, I don't expect anything big.
Yeah, I don't think he will. I don't think they'll
Obviously.
sign him.
All right, man. We can leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
What's
Last
next?
thing tonight, Landon, do you have any thoughts? Is there anything that's on your mind?
Yes.
Oh
Talk about?
boy, do I! Let me pull him up.
No, this is Sam.
I
don't
have so
know
many.
If
I
you
love
get
these.
Landon's thoughts before.
Hey, we got to start doing these weekly because I have a lot. I'm building up a large resume.
He's got a big list.
No,
Let me
you
tell
need
you
to do
what.
a Landon thoughts on Twitter, bro, every day.
Bro,
I'm thinking about it, but then I won't have it for the podcast.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or do
Hey, if
like a
post
couple
it
of them.
after the podcast.
yeah, I mean, I could throw up like some Landon polls or something weird like that, some wacky. I don't know.
You have to take a video of yourself on Twitter though, like saying it.
Right, yeah.
Bet. All right, not first up. The thing for today. Do you guys know what's his name? It's like Barry McCockiner or something like that on Twitter.
Cockiner.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This
He
dude.
says it wrong every time.
I don't even care. I don't even care enough to learn this dude's name.
It's Barry
This dude is the
McCockiner.
worst dude on Twitter I've ever seen in the history of ever.
ever.
And shortly following him is Dustyn Stortzum. I mean, what?
After the Super Bowl, this dude literally posted a 2-minute and 20-second video of Tom Brady throwing to wide open receivers for first downs and just being like, this is crazy. Like so sarcastically, like no other quarterback could make this throw. Like just like shitting on Tom Brady for like, what's he supposed to do? Is he supposed to find the most covered receiver and just prove how great he is? There's a wide open receiver for a first down and he throws it to him. This guy's like, this dude, like, I can't believe how great he is. And then he's like, he makes one great pass. I'm like, yeah, and it won him the fucking game. And this dude tweets like, he's like, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, greatest athlete of all time. I'm like, yeah, and he has 6 rings. He's been to 9 Super Bowls and won 6 of them. Tell me one quarterback you're like, hey, you get to go throw 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. By the way, 2 of those 3 interceptions were tip passes. Let me just shovel that in there. 2 of the 3 interceptions were tip passes. And 1, he should have 2 more because he led the drive down, game-winning drive against the Chiefs, rushed it in for a touchdown, and the game-winning touchdown, or maybe not the game-winning one because they kicked another field goal, game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl, he threw it to Gronk, and that led to the game-winning, like, rushing touchdown. So he should have 4 with, like, 1 interception, but I'll do whatever, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But tell me what quarterback, you're like, hey, you throw 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but you win the Super Bowl. Are you going to do it? Everyone's going to say yes.
That sounds like a Ben Roethlisberger stat, to be honest. 2 touchdowns,
Dude,
3 picks, and they win.
Dude, is Ben retiring?
No,
at the-
that was in the entire postseason.
I don't think so.
Landon, did you see his post today about how like Tom Brady had like the 13th like highest QBR, and he's like he like had his QBR up and it was a 95.5, and he's like greatest athlete of all time. I'm like,
Dude, QBR is the stupidest thing in the world, especially in today's age. Like, it can be good. Like, if you look at it the right way, like, it can be good. But, like, every quarterback has, like, amazing games and amazing QBRs. You know who had a really good QBR? Patrick Mahomes. You know who won the Super Bowl? Tom Brady. Jared Goff
Patrick
looked really
Mahomes
good
won
in the regular season. He didn't do too great.
don't forget about Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic. Yeah, Fitzmagic.
Phillip Rivers
the
had
first-
a good QBR this season too.
Yeah, like QBR, it can be good, but some people like focus on it way too much.
Yeah.
Like, especially in this offensive form of football that we have now, a lot of QBs are gonna have a good QBR. And Tom Brady didn't even care this whole regular season. He was just like taking a break and stuff. And then he got to the postseason and was like, hey, everybody, let's win a
ball out.
championship. That's Landon's thoughts. What's up?
I actually have a Dustyn thought real quick while we were
What's
on
up?
this subject. Julian Edelman should not have been allowed to play in the postseason.
No.
They should have it like baseball. If you get suspended for PEDs, that's what I call them, PEDs, whatever.
Peds.
You in baseball, you serve a suspension, and then you're not allowed to play in the postseason. You can play they'll suspend you 50 games, and then you'll be able to play the rest of the regular season, but you're not allowed to play in the postseason.
Okay, no, you want to know what pissed me off about the whole Julian Edelman PED situation? Is the Patriots fans were defending him, saying he only used them to come back from an injury. PEDs don't help you catch better or run faster. I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. They're banned for a reason. You took them. It's kind of like what was his name? Took that deer antler spray to get healed faster. Was it Ray Lewis? No, it wasn't Ray Lewis. Who was it?
I don't even know. I don't know what that is.
He took deer antler spray. It's banned for a reason. Honestly, if he served that suspension, I agree. I completely agree with Dustin. It should be like baseball, where you can't play in the postseason.
I don't know.
There's Luke's thoughts for you here on
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a weird one. I didn't even know that was a thing in the MLB.
Yeah.
Like you just can't play in the postseason.
Mm-mm.
That's such a.
Well, most of
I
the
think
time,
it's just more. I guess it's more serious in the MLB though. Like in the NFL, like how often do people get caught with PEDs that it actually matters? Like that player is actually relevant. Like Julian Edelman's the only player I can think of that's had it. But in the MLB, it's like I don't know. A lot of really good players have been caught with that. And I don't know. It's weird.
I agree with that's a good take right there because the NFL has more of a problem with drugs than anything, and the MLB has a PED problem
and domestic abuse.
And domestic abuse.
Virtual high
That
five
is
right there.
bad.
Lay
Who
virtual
you
high
high
five.
five? Oh, okay. I didn't know who it was.
Oh, okay.
Who are we high five?
Dude, everybody. Hey, let's all put
Yeah,
your
let's
hands
all
in.
high five.
Hey, what's up?
There we go.
Everywhere you
Next time.
look, every turn, it's so hard, it's so hard.
Anyway.
Guys, I'm so excited. I'm looking at my list of my thoughts. I'm so excited. Like, there's so many great ones. I came up with a new one today talking to my dog. I think that's the one I might do next.
Okay, wait, Landon, I have a question. So, like,
What?
you play out those fake arguments in your head. Do you
Yeah,
like
I
use
do.
your dog to kind of like
That's a
reenact like your
counter-argument.
life? Like, do you like name your dog Noah for like 30 minutes? And
Hey.
you're
Oh no.
putting a fake argument
Why do
against
you always think he
No.
argues with me?
With
Because
my
he does.
dog,
He
like
argues
today,
against you. Like he argues with all of us.
like today, my dog was. I'll just give you like a preview into the next one because I might do this one. I literally titled this one, "Dogs are amazing, humans suck." That was my conversation with my dog today, and I mean, I'll explain more on that in the next podcast. It's probably the next one I do. But God, I have so many great ones in here. I'm excited. I have Catholic cookies, band warm-ups,
Yes.
how to make toast, doctor not a doctor. I'm
Yes.
so excited. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready to go, guys.
Anyway.
He's
Anyway.
locked and loaded.
That is going to wrap up this edition of the Full Swing Podcast. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Sam, thanks for coming by, buddy. Appreciate you finally coming on the podcast. First time. Took its virginity tonight. So
Whoa.
Pop the cherry, man.
that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
But anyways, we will see you guys. Hopefully next week we'll be back with another podcast. Go follow us on our social media. All of them are Full Swing Sports. That is the ad for everything. So make sure you guys go give us a follow over there. Daily content. We're going to be pumping it out now that we have everything ready to go. So we'll see you guys over there. For all these guys, I'm Dustyn Stortzum saying good night. And as always,
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
Bread.